Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. Oh my God, it's been such a great week. So many good things are happening. We have a lot of good stuff to cover. Obviously, this is Bart from Florida right here. We've got Michael Williams from Colorado, and we've got Edward Keyte climbing up that leaderboard. And we are really blessed that he joined our team because he made an incredible system for us to use. And what I'm going to say is I'm going to tell some stories about a couple of success stories after he explains how this works. People are using it and getting the big thing. And, you know, a lot of times people need to have some kind of a system to help them market, right? Not everyone can have like what Michael does. Michael can get on the phone and talk to people, right? I do things through chat and Skype and stuff as well. So I do a lot of personal, if you want to call it personal talking with people. But this system is going to help us, and it's going to help us all. And, you know, again, thanks for Edward for making it. It's free for us to use, and it's just awesome. So Edward's over there in the UK, and we're going to go ahead and let Edward get going because he has got to leave probably about 15 minutes. So we're going to let him have the floor at first and let him explain to us what we have here at our hands, and it's going to help you grow your business. So here, how you doing, Edward?
Okay, can you hear me? Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Okay. Hi guys. Thanks to both of you, Bart and Michael, for having me on here. It's great to be here, and you know, welcome aboard, everyone. And for the new people, and for any of those who haven't actually joined or just checking this thing out, welcome aboard. Welcome to what we have here. This is incredible. It's really is. It's so exciting to see the numbers, the growth, everything. I tend to work in the back end of a lot of things, and I know about how systems work. So I look a lot at the stats, and I like to look at how things convert and so on. So yeah, a little bit about my background. I've been working online for a number of years, and didn't have a whole lot of success really until 2015, June 2015 to be exact. And I suppose back then I realized, well, there certainly weren't, I mean, relatively speaking, I suppose it was not that long ago, obviously, but there weren't any turnkey systems or any sort of marketing platforms available for the newbie to use. And I was definitely still a newbie back then, although I had been online for a number of years until that point. I was definitely a newbie, and I was just fumbling around in the dark and just not knowing what to do. And I knew I needed a funnel. I knew I needed landing pages, capture pages. I knew I needed a number of things, but I just, you know, I mean, when you jump into a company, you have sort of serious information overload, and you don't know what to do. You've probably heard of things like funnels. You've probably heard of all the things that we, or certainly the gurus are doing. And, you know, a lot of people don't know from the point of view of the newbie, what they're actually thinking and what's actually going through their head. So, you know, I think it's good that I'm still fresh at this in some ways. I know that some people have a huge years and years of experience, and they sort of forget about how the newbie really thinks. So I think with the experience that I've gained with building systems and in the short term, I finally came out with a system that seems to be working quite well. And it really is a very clever system, I think, as far as I can see, judging by the stats. So you know, in the last 4 days, actually, well, I'll just share my screen. Hold on a minute. So can you see my screen? Oh, I can't even.
Yep.
Hey, buddy. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, in the last few days, this platform has been huge. I mean, I started tracking it on the 7th of June, and today we 14,000 page views. So it's huge. I mean, we haven't started on the 11th yet, but it's a very popular platform. A lot of people obviously love using it. And this is the system that we're using. So, you know, it's a very simple page. All you have to do is you simply put in your username of iCoinPro, iCoinPro username, not the ID, just the username at the top there. So if I just put in any random username at the top there, then it just simply brands to whatever username you put in there, basically. So, you know, when the person jumps in, that obviously there's an error because the test doesn't work, you know, isn't a real username. But then if I put a real username in there, then it obviously works.
Why are billionaire investors like Bill Gates and Richard Branson in?
So it goes straight to the iCoinPro landing page, and it brands to the individual who's got their username in the URL there. So so it's quite simple from my point of view, but it's so simple from the user's point of view because, you know, you don't have to register for a system, or you don't have to sort of, you know, log in and sort of set the thing up and so on. And then we have a step 2, which is jump straight into the Facebook group. And I think a lot of teams or a lot of team leaders set up Facebook groups and they keep them private or they keep them secret. But I think the great thing about having a Facebook group where, you know, the tour takers, the free tour takers, the people who are checking this whole thing out, they have a chance to get into the Facebook group where they can get a little bit of support. Because before we had this little button here, the only way that the tour taker could get some support was simply by the sponsor, the direct sponsor. So they couldn't get help from anyone else. And if the direct sponsor wasn't really being very helpful, or if they were a complete newbie and didn't know how to help, then the person the lead that came in wanting help wasn't going to get help, if you see what I mean. So we put the Facebook group there and kept it open and available for all the tour takers, so they can come in, they can ask questions, and we can all be in there, have a positive environment where everyone could sort of step in and help close the deal, if you see what I mean. And that was really the whole purpose, is we could all work as a team and help each other out. And if there was a question, you know, even for myself, as I say, I'm the sort of the back end kind of guy, and there are still certain things that I won't be able to answer necessarily, and I can probably leave a certain question that I wouldn't know the answer to Bart or Michael. So that's the good thing about that. And then obviously step 3, we have an instant brander page where you go there and you can get an immediate sort of place where you can brand it with a very easy, clear sort of set of instructions. You just put your username, your iCoin username, in the box there. In my case, obviously it's that, and then the whole page brands immediately, and then the link is immediately given. This is the turnkey system link. And then that's the link that they save and bookmark or whatever. In fact, you can even bookmark this brander page, so you can come back anytime and you've got all your settings saved. You don't need to log into anything. And then you've got all the banners here ready to be shared out. So the big banners work very well on Facebook and other places, even blogs or wherever. But certainly on a Facebook post, you'd want to have the image URL to send that on Facebook, and then you have, you know, the size information, so you know what size it is. And then the smaller banners tend to work well on places like traffic exchanges or the other sites, or even a blog post or whatever. So the whole thing just brands, and then you've got the email swipes that we've put together here. Again, they get branded to you, depending on the person who's put the username at the top. And then the follow-up, a recommended follow-up message. So when you get a tour taker coming in through your link, you just simply copy and paste that, you reword it a little bit, put their name in there, put your name in there, and just send it out. And then I tend to recommend that 10 hours before the cutoff point, just to give a sort of a reminder. But there's, you know, there's no, you can never do enough following up with people on a manual basis. Don't rely on your automated autoresponders or whatever. This system doesn't have an autoresponder, but if you do have an autoresponder or anything, don't rely on that. And I think that people nowadays tend to know if you are sending out automated messages, and if you're not sending out automated messages and you're doing it all manually, personalized, then people know it and they love it. So that's why I suggest doing all that manually. And then we've got an unadvertised bonus download, which is also branded to you. This isn't just a generic info product. With your link at the bottom of the PDF, it automatically generates the link at the bottom of the PDF, branding back to you. So you get a lot of branding with this system, and this countdown timer is connected to the cutoff point, and then it'll just rotate every week. So it's connected to the the cutoff point for iCoinPro. So as you all know, because when you log into your iCoinPro back office as a tour taker, you see the countdown, and it works. It works in the same way. So it gives a bit of scarcity, encourages people to join. Anyway, do you have any other questions about the system? Because
No, I mean, I love this, because the first time I saw it, I was so impressed. I said, okay, I put my username in there, and then I went and opened up every single thing, including that PDF, and I said, oh my God, my link's right there. Everything's already done. I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there that do not know how to do this business, as you said, and I'm glad you said that you're new enough that you remembered what it took when you began, what you had to go through. I mean, I've got stories of lost thousands of dollars on stuff I did because I didn't know what to do, how to even write an email or things like this. The fact that there's, suggested emails. Now you could obviously customize that whole email, right? If you want to say, hey, listen, here's a Hangout we did. Like right now, you could take a copy of this Hangout. You can include it in that email when you have the tour taker and say, hey, check this out. Look at the system that's been built for you. And again, the value, guys, the value proposition of this and being on our team is awesome, because a lot of you don't know what to do, right? A lot of you are asking and begging for help. I can say this as well, guys. Listen, there's a lot of free places you can actually get traffic to your site and use this system to help you along, right? Whether they're traffic exchanges, safe lists like state-of-the-art Mailer, Achiever, Pangea List. Believe it or not, these places do work. It takes effort because you got to go through the mails yourself to get credits, okay? But you can actually have that happen. The best way to engage with people is to try to do stuff on Facebook. And I will say this, I had this message yesterday from one of our team members, Linda, and she goes, oh my God, I just got to sign up. She goes, I got to sign up through the system. I don't even know this person, because she's doing some Facebook posts. Now, the cool thing about her Facebook posts is they were not typical like posts, right? She was even posting in groups, which a lot of people say is a no-no. Well, she got to sign up by that. Person came in and immediately paid. Immediately. Didn't take a tour, didn't wait 10 minutes. Came in and paid. And she goes, should I welcome into the group? I said, of course, bring him into the group, plug him into the system. And so it works, right? That's the big thing, that it works.
Hey, Bart,
and I think it's
I want to add to that too, because Edward's kind of humble and just saying, hey, I built this system, but I want to let you guys know he's kind of a genius. He's been doing this, for a few years now, and he's already created this turnkey system for our entire team. Now, he built this for our entire team for free. A lot of leaders out there will charge for this and will make money off this. So as you can see, Edward is doing this to build our team. He sees the future of iCoinPro, and he sees that he wants I know Edward real well, and what he wants to do, he wants to see other people succeed. If other people succeed, then then we succeed and everyone succeeds. So what he's doing is he's offering this system for our entire team. Now, other teams don't know about this yet. They will eventually. We already see other team members coming into our Facebook group and kind of sneaking in and looking at it. But, I just want to say, I give you a testimonial on Edward sent me this a little earlier than everyone else. And I set that out on Facebook to test it. And this is no joke. I got 8 pre-enrollees the very first day of using this link. And out of those 8, 2 signed up. It was amazing to me to see that, because, I was posting on Facebook and And you know, I worked a little hard in posting it, but with just that one turnkey system, in one day, 2 signups and 8 pre-enrollees, I was just taken back. And so what he's done here is he's made it easy for anybody that's just getting into this business to use a system and to get pre-enrollees. And the one thing that I want to stress is what Edward has at the very end of his with the emails. Just because you got a pre-enrollee in your back office doesn't mean that they're going to sign up. I was just talking to Bart today. I send out emails almost every day or every other day to pre-enrollees. And the reason why I do that is because statistics say that, you know, they have to see something, you know, at least 8 to 10 times before they sign up. Okay. The second email that I sent out, there's a guy from New Jersey. He called me today on my telephone, and we talked for a good 15 minutes. And the reason why he called me is because he got the second email and said, "Hey, Mike, it sounds like you're serious with this business. I'm tired of doing all the online businesses that are closing down in 2 or 3 months. Tell me a little bit more about it." So I spent 15 minutes with him on the phone, and he's definitely going to be signing up tonight. So it's the follow-up. It's you know the turnkey system that Edward created is just to get them in as a pre-enrollee, and then the follow-up is what counts. It's emailing them, like Edward said, not on an autoresponder, but just email them personally. Say, "Hey, Bart, you know, if you got any questions, you know, I'm here to answer any questions. Feel free to give me a call." Now, I like them calling me on my telephone. Some people don't. You know, some people like them emailing, but it's personal with me. You know, when they call me, I give them, and I just come out and tell them the truth and everything. So anyway, I just want to let you know that Edward is being humble. He's a genius at this, and he's doing this for our team. It's free, and I think we're going to grow in massive numbers with this program.
Yeah, so I'm going to say one more thing because I know that Edward needs to leave. We want to respect that. He's got to go here in just a couple minutes, but I want him to hear this part. Listen, guys. The one thing that this system does is it solves a lot of problems for people, right? How many times have you joined a program from some mysterious sponsor? You never get any help. There's no support system. That's why there's a link for the Facebook group. And then there's nothing else. There's no tools like everything that's there. So this actually answers three problems right off the bat in this system, right? So use it wisely. You know, give a shout out to Edward, guys, in the Facebook group, and let him know, you know, how you feel about what he built for you, and use it. And yes, it's not hooked up to an autoresponder because we don't want it to be. Think about it like this. An autoresponder is an automated, you know, I get messages. I'm on probably 17 lists, okay? Those messages, you can tell it's like a robot. It's a robot. It's not a real thing. So, you know, you have to copy and paste those emails. You can actually make a file with them, but you have to send them out yourself. But at least you're doing it. It makes a difference. But listen, I just want to say, Edward, thank you very, very much for joining us. I'm in awe of what you've been able to build. I've been watching you actually for the last few years, you know, and other things you've been doing. I always keep my eyes open for who I think is an awesome leader and an awesome teacher. And, you know, obviously we feel extremely blessed to have you with us. And to be part of a team and a group that we think is going to take iCoinPro into a legacy business. This business is going to be built to last. We're all here locking arms, and you're with us. So again, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Edward.
Just want to say the last point is that I see a lot of people just sending out capture pages, and people have a lot of great capture pages and landing pages and stuff like that. And for me as well, I mean, you know, I've done turnkey systems before, but sometimes when you just have a capture page, but you don't know, you know, the lead doesn't know what they're going to get when they join this particular team, or what sort of help they're going to get eventually after joining this particular team. They just see a nice capture page or whatever. It doesn't mean anything. And I think that I've always been you know, I don't know if people have ever heard of this terminology, you know, reverse marketing or attraction marketing, but I think that it's not very easy sometimes to implement, especially for new people, that kind of marketing. However, I think that the turnkey system that we got here sort of implements it without you needing to know much about what attraction marketing is, because the lead can actually see immediately that there is a rebrander tool built right in on the front end without them having to actually join anything on the at all. Or they'll actually see it even before they actually become a pre-enrollee if they just look around a bit, and they'll see that immediately see there's a brander tool. So you're actually branding yourself without you realizing it, because they say, oh wow, I'm going to join this team because they got a brander system on the back end. Well, it's not on the back end, it's actually on the front end, and then they can immediately see how easy it is to deal with it, to handle it, to manage it. So you're actually going to find yourselves converting your leads into signups a lot quicker in that way. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why people are getting some results with a system like this, because people can immediately see what they're actually going to get before they actually join, what if they do join, sort of thing. Anyway, guys, it was really a great pleasure to be part of this Hangout today, and thanks a lot, Bart, and thanks a lot, Michael. Thanks a lot, everyone, and see you in the Facebook group. iCoinPro is going to be absolutely enormous. I really say that, and it's huge. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
All right,
Edward, see you later.
Thanks a lot for joining us, buddy. Awesome.
Okay, I'm signing out now. Cheers, guys.
Awesome.
Bye bye.
All right, buddy. All right. So I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I love networking with people, and I've been really blessed to have met some other leaders, and I've met some new leaders in this business. I actually, if you guys watched last week, we had Paul, the owner, on himself. And if you haven't watched that Hangout, whichever channel you're watching this on, if you're watching it on mine or on Michael's, go watch it with the owner. You will definitely get a vision and the understanding of how this is going to be a long-term legacy type of a business. I mean, it might be a business you might be able to leave to your kids. I mean, it could be that big. The other thing is everyone that's watching this right now, you guys are in really early, okay? We are just getting rolling, right? I mean, the site is happening all the time. But I wanted to make a statement that I'm listening to a guy every morning. I'm Big. You guys probably know Big. Anyway, he did this a little bit of he does this morning call, and he goes, there are gurus out there that'll bring hundreds of people into a business. Yeah, they're capable of bringing hundreds of people into the business, and then they completely abandon them, right? There's no help, no support, no training, no teaching, nothing, right? So what's funny is I've got people that are in my team that are asking me for help, right? I know the same thing's happening for Michael, and I know the same thing's happening for him. So with us, guys, you're in a really great place. And I could just go down the list of things that are happening right now. First off, if you've noticed, the company is now sending out a little bit more frequent emails, okay? We had excuse me, we had like a reminder email. This is all going to be ramping up. So the company will be doing follow-ups more than just at the end of the week when it comes down to cutoff date, if you want to call it the sense of urgency close email, or emails coming out from the company. The training modules are going to start to be populated into the site over the next few days. And the big one, the real big one that I'm excited about, because all these people that have been a victim of a scam, okay, are going to come and be able to win with us. And what is that? That's the micro trading system that they've been doing now for like 6 or 7 weeks. The numbers are just unbelievable. They've taken like a $4,000 account. I believe that the last count that I think I heard was something like $16,000 that it's gone up. So that's a 300% increase in something like, I'm going to say 6 or 7 weeks. I could be off on the numbers a little bit, but even if it was, 150%, tell me, how wouldn't you be totally excited to be able to learn how to do this? The great thing, like Paul explained, it's not like taking and putting a whole bunch of money on one big trade. Like you could have done it on Ethereum last night and you'd have killed it, right? It's up like $40 right now, just in Ethereum. A bunch of smaller trades, right? So I'm super, super excited about getting into that, because I was really trying to dig deep into the Forex world and binary trading. And then, I just heard so much crap about that. And, the thing is I'm really trying to study this, the whole Bitcoin thing and Ethereum. And people keep on sending me really great information. And, in my heart of hearts, there's going to be more billionaires and millionaires made in the cryptocurrency space than any other space anywhere on the planet. I don't care what they do. Unless you're going to start an Apple or a Facebook or an Amazon, you are not going to have the wealth that you could have by joining this company, okay? By getting the training, getting the knowledge, and then learning and putting effort into yourself. You know, I mean, listen, if you want to have big success, you're going to have to work, okay? There is no magic pill. I'm just going to say that, okay? Now, I know that there's people that have made a lot of money on these bots and things where, you know, they return some kind of thing a day, and, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as I see them, I say, there's just no way it's real, and it's not going to last. It's just the way it is, okay? Because it's impossible, right? Think about it like this. It's a very, very smart person asked me this question. He says, Bart, if you could make 7% a day on anything in the planet, would you share it with anyone at all? Wouldn't you just use it yourself and go ahead and make that money? Why would you share it with anybody? And I said, yeah, I guess they want to make money from the MLM part. Of course, right? Should rewind that part again and listen to it, because that was a very smart guy who said that to me. Now, the funny thing is he's done them, right? But he'll put in like $5 grand in first day, and he'll cash out his money within 30, and it's a gamble because he could lose the $5 grand and he doesn't give a crap. Okay, I don't want to do that ever. I'm not my money to work for me, and I want to be secure that I control my money, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. The micro trading system is we're going to be in control of our money. We're going to be in control of our trades, and you know, the more that you learn, the more money you're going to be able to make. It's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you something else, guys. iCoinPro had a great launch. Okay, a great launch. They were very smart about how they did this. They brought in really good leaders in the beginning who went out and got the word out and pre-invited people, and I was blessed to be one of those people, but we haven't seen anything yet. And I'm telling you why that is. Here it is, okay? Once people start micro trading and they're starting to have results from the training they're going to get there, and then people are going to tell other people about it, what do you think is going to happen then? What do you think is going to happen then? This business is going to explode, okay? It's going to blow up, okay? That's why we're not going anywhere. That's why Michael and I have made a decision to work as partners, first off and foremost. We talk 20 times a day, okay? We work with each other, we help each other, we answer each other's team's questions, and we know for a fact that this is our long-term legacy business. It isn't going anywhere. We're putting extreme effort behind it. We're doing things, guys, that someday you'll know all about, okay? But we're testing some things. Matter of fact, I'll just state this now, and I'm going to let Michael speak because I can go on and on. My hands on something that we're going to be able to test, and we're going to be able to test how to bring in people into this business that are not MLM people, have never wanted to be an MLM person, and have zero experience with Bitcoin. So that is our target market, and I've got two things that we're going to test over the next 5 days or so, where we're going to know if it works, okay? Because I have a sneaky feeling it will. There's so many people, even when I talk to people right now, I was out last night, and someone goes, what do you do? And I say, you know, I'm making money from Bitcoin and altcoins. And then he's like, what is an altcoin? You know, let alone, you know, Bitcoin. So, and people aren't aware, like I see every day I log into my Genesis account, I see where my Ethereum is, I see where my Bitcoin is, and I'm just loving what's going on, right? And, you know, the fact is, guys, the reason why we're going to make money on these trades is because if you've watched my wall at all, when Bitcoin last time got to 2,900, and which I think it's right over right now, right at, I said, when do you think we're going to see a correction? Now, for little training purposes here, a correction is that the price goes back down, right? Because there's no such thing as a perfect climb, right? It's just no such thing. There is this up, down, up, down, up, down. And what we're going to learn how to do is we're going to learn how to trade those movements, okay? That's where we're going to make some really killer money, okay? So I'm gonna stop because I have other things to talk about. Right now, I'm gonna go to Michael and say, hey, buddy, I'm so glad Edward was on today, and we are really and it's just freaking amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a hold of Edward at the right time in the right place. So it's a good thing. So anyway, guys, I welcome to our call here. What I want to do is emphasize what Bart was saying about cryptocurrency. So I thought I knew everything about cryptocurrency, the blockchain, Bitcoin and all that. I really don't. So I've been dealing with Bitcoin, and I'm saying Bitcoin, not cryptocurrency, because I thought Bitcoin, to be honest with you, was cryptocurrency. So I didn't know any better, and I've been doing this for a couple years, and I made, quite a little bit of money making different programs with Bitcoin. But I want to let you know that this system is so advanced that I thought I knew a lot about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, and I really don't. This system is going to teach me, and it's good for the novice and it's good for the advanced people. So this is going to teach me not only to make money in iCoinPro, but to make money overall with the whole blockchain, the whole cryptocurrency area. Just in the last 2 weeks, I've learned a lot about Ethereum. Bart and I have been talking a lot about Ethereum in the last few days. And to be honest with you, this is my personal feeling. I think Ethereum may end up catching up to Bitcoin in the next couple of years. Meaning, if you look at the price of Ethereum, it was $25 a year ago, and now it's like, what is it, $250, $260 now, I think. That's amazing. And they're predicting Ethereum to go up to $2,000, $5,000 here shortly. Think about if you just had Ethereum in your wallet, okay, and you just made money off Ethereum like the stock market, right? You could double, triple, quadruple your money just by having it and doing nothing with it. But this system, what it's going to teach you is how to trade on one system and make money on another system in the same day. It's advanced training. So what I'm trying to get at is there's so many people out in the world today that look at you. Even today, I can go out because I post a lot of cryptocurrency. I can go out and people go, is Bitcoin real? Is that real money? And I kind of laugh about it and I giggle and I say, well, it's not money. It's a currency, but you could make money off of it. Where'd you go, Bart? Can't see you. Anyway, so I'm excited about the product because the product is going to make us a lot of money. And then as far as the comp plan is amazing because I was in another program and this comp plan was almost identical to this one. And I know the comp plan real well. Uh-oh. Turn it the other way. It's upside down. There you go. So eventually everyone's going to understand how to make money in Bitcoin or all the cryptocurrencies, and we're going to have those in our wallets. Okay, a lot of people don't even know what a wallet is, but we're going to teach you that. So what Bart just showed you was a credit card that you could actually use and spend money and charge and buy stuff directly out of your wallet account. And all of this training is going to show you all that. There's so many people that have joined iCoinPro and have they have no knowledge of cryptocurrency at all. And the reason why they join is because they want that education. But along with that, we're going to make money in the comp plan on top of learning cryptocurrency and making money through cryptocurrency also.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm gonna come back to you. I'm just gonna share something real quick while I don't forget. I'm gonna share my Genesis back office. Here we go. And I think I'm sharing. Yes, I am. Genesis. This is a great site. Even if you don't have this wallet, I'm telling you to get this wallet. It's Gemini.com. Okay, guys. This is started by the Winklevoss twins, the two brothers that basically came up with the idea for Facebook that Mark Zuckerberg stole. Okay, so these guys created this. Now, what's really interesting about this is, okay, you've got your prices here, and look at Ethereum right here, right? Ethereum is up $39.12 in 24 hours, okay? The last price is 310. Today's high was 315. This is an all-time high for Ethereum, okay? But the thing is, it goes up and down, right? It's not perfect, right? Now look at 3. This is where we're going to learn how to go ahead and do our trading when we learn how we move in these spaces, in the rises and the falls, right? Because there's always corrections. There's going to be a correction in this price. Ethereum will probably go back down to $270, $280 before it starts to go back up and hit, you know, closer to 340 or whatever. It's going to happen, okay? But Ethereum itself has gone up. My God, I bought Ethereum, I think, 12 days ago at $106, okay? So I've tripled my money in Ethereum. Now, what's cool about this wallet right here, Gemini, is you can trade, you can buy and sell Ethereum in your own account. You have a cash account, you've got a Bitcoin account, and you have an Ethereum account. So you can buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum all day long inside your own wallet, okay? That's why these guys set this up, because they're also the guys that have the first proposed ETF in front of the United States SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission. And, you know, it's being looked at again to see if they're going to approve it. So anyway, I wanted to just show you the price of Ethereum and why we're so excited and why we think we're so pumped up about this trading system, because we know that we're going to dig deep into this and we're going to make a lot of money from it. Okay. If we can supplement our income with a few $1,000s a month on top of what we're making in our iCoinPro business, which, you know, I'll be really honest with you. The reason why I joined this business is because I really like the idea that I share this business with people that have no experience of Bitcoin at all. And don't even know that Bitcoin is real. It's as real as you can get. That's why major banks are buying Bitcoin. That's why countries are allowing it to be used to go ahead and pay for even government fees and stuff. So it's gonna explode. And the fact is, if you start to study Ethereum, you'll understand why Ethereum may potentially pass Bitcoin, and it could be this year and it could be next year. But even when it does, think about it. That means it's going to go up to $3,000, guys. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So anyway, sorry, Michael.
That's okay.
I interrupted.
So
let's go back.
We do have 20 minutes left of this webinar, and I just want to make sure that we cover everything before that 20 minutes is up. But one thing I want to add before I get to, I want to briefly go over the comp plan with you guys and show you, and there's two questions that from the comp plan that a lot of people have. And I want to answer those questions for you and let you guys know about that. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know the biggest question that I get from everyone, or almost everyone, is this company going to last a long time? And when I'm on the phone with them, that's all I get is, you know, that's all they really care about is, if I start doing this, is it going to be around a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? So that's a great question. And that's the question I had when Bart introduced this to me. So we went out and we researched the company before we're sharing this with anyone. We went out and talked to the CEO. We talked to the leaders. We talked to everyone that we knew that was a leader out there and said, why are you doing this? There was even a corporate webinar with the CEO, and we just kept asking question after question after question. And if you watch our Hangout from last week, the CEO actually, Paul actually came out and said he wants to reach 1 million people in this business. And his enthusiasm, and he's dropped everything just to do this business. On top of all that, there's a guy that does reviews for different companies all over the world, and that new companies that start up every day online. And this guy, I won't say his full name. His name is Jesse. But anyway, you can look him up on Google. It's amazing. Yesterday, I Googled iCoinPro review, and his review came up. And I was waiting for him to dog iCoinPro, but I was surprised, because when I went down and read the whole thing, he talks about the comp plan, he talks about the company and everything. I go down to the bottom and it says conclusion. Conclusion is iCoinPro is the real deal. It's going to be around for a long time. You should join right away. And when I read that, I stepped back and said, whoa, this guy never does this. So just so you know, if you think this company is going to be around for a while or real, it's going to be around for a long time. Anyway, I would like to get into the comp plan real quick. And I just kind of want to cover a few questions that people are asking me over and over again. And I just want to go over that real quick. So let me see.
Michael, do talk about also the benefits of the 6-month and 12-month membership.
Okay.
As you do.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let me know if you can see my screen and when I share it. All right. Can you see it?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, good. So I want to start out with the power line bonus. So a lot of these questions are coming up with the power line bonus. And I want to go over it real quickly. And basically what the power line bonus is you will see a straight line. Anybody that signs up in the company, you'll see in your emails, it says 600 people have paid underneath you. Hurry up and join and stuff. So that power line is one single line of everyone in the company that is signing up. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean those people in your power line are going to be in your power line or matrix. Okay. They're in your power line, but they may not be in your matrix. So one thing I want to point out is the first 5 people in your power line that pay, and if you pay that week by Wednesday, you will get a 3% of whatever when they join. Okay, what that means is you will get a total of $6 every single month from the first 5 people in your power line. The rest of the people in the power line may or may not go into your matrix later on. So that's what I just want to cover that with the power line. That if you could get spillover from your matrix. It could be if your sponsor or your sponsor's sponsor is putting in a lot of people, it could fall into your matrix, but it could not either. That power line is just everyone in the company. It kind of just shows you that the company is growing and the company is putting people in on every minute, it seems like. So that's what the power line bonus is. So you get paid on the first 5 people that pay in your downline if you pay by that Wednesday. All right, next one, fast start bonuses. We'll come back to that. Let's go to the residual monthly income or matrix. So basically in the matrix, when you purchase, let's say you come in as a 30-day a monthly member, you're going to be unranked here. Okay, so you're paying on the monthly program. And before I do that, let's probably go what you were saying here. Where is the? Maybe it's right here. Okay, star 1. So let me go over this first before I go over the rest of the program. So star 1, when you come into the business, like I said, for 30 days, you're unranked. You can earn your way to these 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star and star elite. Okay, you can also buy your way in, and I'll show you that in a minute. So when you first come in as a member, you are unranked. Once you sponsor 3 people, you become a 1-star. So you have personally enrolled 3 active members and they have paid for their membership. You become a 1-star. Okay, but these are qualifications, and I'll show you how the qualifications work later. So a 2-star member, to earn your way to a 2-star member, you have 20 active members in your enrollee tree. What that means is you could personally sponsor 3 people, but you have 20 active members from those 3 people. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sponsor all 20. It just means you sponsored 3, and those 3 went out and got 20 members. So you're now a 2-star by that. Okay? 3-star member is you have an active 100 active members in your downline. So you sponsored 3. Let's say you sponsored only 3 people. Those 3 got 10 each, and those 10 got 10 each, and now you have 100 people. So that's how you qualify for a 3-star. Star Elite is basically the same thing, as long as you have 500 active members in your downline, and these are all paid members. Okay, so I'll tell you how this all works in the pay plan. Let me go back to the bonuses. All right, so let's go to the top, fast start bonuses. So basically, now that I went over the ranks, so if you're a monthly member and you haven't sponsored anyone yet, you're going to be called unranked. And every personally sponsor person that you put in, you get $10. Now that's going to end after you sponsor your 3rd person, because after you sponsor your 3rd person, you're going to be a 1-star. And then for every person after your 3rd person, you will get $15 as you personally sponsor. If your personal sponsor gets someone, you will make $5 off of that also as a 1-star member. As a 2-star member, you will make $20 off to every personal person that you put in. It'll go down to your 2nd level. If your personals put someone in, you'll make $5, and then on your 3rd level, you'll make $3. As a 3-star member, as you can see, it goes up to $25, and then $5 on your second level, 3 on your third, 2 on your fourth, and 1 on your fifth. If you are dedicated and you really want to do this business, and you say, yeah, this is for me, I'm going to focus on this business, it makes no sense to come in as a monthly. The reason why is because if you pay for a 3-star membership, which is what you're doing, is you're paying for the year in advance. So, and you get a discount on top of that, by the way. If you were to pay $39 a month for a year, or if you paid in advance for the 3-star, you're actually going to save $30 on the total amount if you just paid for this for a year. So, but if you come in for a year or 6 months, so 2-star would be 6 months, 3-star if you paid for it for the whole year. You're actually buying your way into a higher profits for the bonuses. So if you come in and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know where those, where would I find the amount, Bart, in here, as far as how much I don't remember how much it is to come in as a 2-star, 3-star.
Okay, so the 2-star I think is about 280, 290, and then the 3-star is 480 or 490. Basically, you're paying it all in front, and then you're getting that ranking for the whole entire year. And obviously, if you're going to go and recruit and build a team, this is the way to go, because just that first commission from $10 to $25 is ridiculous. But I'm going to let you go ahead and go on.
Okay, so the other question that I get all the time is, hey, if I come in monthly, because I just want to test this out. I want to see if this is really good, really works. And I'll pay monthly, the $39 for a month or two, okay? So they come in as unranked. They don't sponsor anyone, and a lot of the questions is, can I upgrade? Once I see that this company is real, this company is paying, this company is good, then I want to upgrade to either 2-star or 3-star. Can I do that? The answer is yes. Anytime you want to upgrade, so let's say you come in and you pay monthly for 2 months, and after 2 months you say, man, this is a great business, I want to upgrade to a year. You can go to your back office, hit the upgrade button, and now you can upgrade to a 2-star or a 3-star for the year. And what you're going to do is you're going to pay for another 12 months. So if you paid monthly for 2 months and you hit the upgrade button after 2 months, now you're not getting 12 months from when you started, you're now getting 14 months. So you have already paid for the first 2 months. Now you have another 12 months that you paid for. And listen, guys, you don't have to pay a dime after that. You've got the product, you've got the system, you're in, and there's no money out of your pocket after you pay for that whole year.
Hey, I want to ask you a question. So how much is the micro trading going to cost everyone on top of this monthly membership?
Good question. It's free. So the micro system, the trainings and everything, it doesn't matter what level you're at. You could be unranked, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. Everyone gets the same training, no matter what level you're at, or no matter what you paid. So that's a good question. So let's go down to the coded Infinity Fast Start override. So this is something that your guys are going to look for in the future. And the reason why is because in the matrix, once I cover the matrix, you'll see that it only goes down to 14 levels. In the coded Infinity Fast Start overrides, basically what this is, once you achieve Star Elite, and what that means is once your business has 500 paid members in your organization, then you will start making $2 off of every single person in your downline to infinity. I'm not talking 14 levels. I'm talking to infinity up to the next Star Elite. So after you have another Star Elite in your downline, you're still going to be making $1 off of every single person in your downline to infinity. And then in your third generation, once you hit another Star Elite, then you still make $1. Same thing with the Star Presidential. You'll be making $1 off of everybody up to the Star Presidential. So as you can see, this could be.
All right. Get to the good part. Get to the matching.
All right, the matching bonus is great. So baby. Let me go to the residual matrix. This is pretty cool because you could come into the business and pay as a monthly member, not absolutely not sponsor a soul. If you were to get spillover, and if it went down to 10 levels, you would make $2,000 not sponsoring a soul. Now, we don't ask you to do that. We try to get everyone to sponsor at least 2 people, 3 people, and you'll see why in a minute with the matching bonuses. But you can make money into the matrix without sponsoring anyone. Now, if you look at the 2-star, if you're a 2-star member, again, you can buy your way into this, or you can earn this. It goes down to 12 levels in your matrix, and you can make a total of $8,000. And this is monthly, guys. This is what you would make every single month. And then a 3-star member, it goes down to 14 levels, and you can make up to $32,000 as a 3-star member once your matrix is full. This may take a little while to get there, but if you know this company is going to be around for a while, wouldn't you work hard for 1 year, 2 years to make this kind of money every month? I think I would. So anyway, the big money here, and this is Bart's and I's favorite, matching bonuses. So as you can see here with the matching bonuses, is if you're an unranked, it goes all the way to star presidential, and as you can see, the earnings are increasing. So for every so Bart and I are 3-star right now. We're going to our next goal is to hit star elite here pretty soon. So for every member that we personally enroll, Bart sponsored me. So if I made $1,000 in the matrix, okay, and this is only in the matrix, he would make 40% of that $1,000 for every person that he personally enrolled. So what that means is he would make $400 off of me. If I made $1,000, he would make $400 in the matrix. Now on top of that, the people that I personally sponsored, he would make 10% of that. So if the people in my second level make $1,000, he's making 10% of that $1,000. He's making $100 off of every person in the second level, and so on, all the way down to level 4. Now, this level 4 right here is you see it's only 5%. 5% compared to 40%, you're going to make more money with this 5% than you do with this 40%. Because let's say I personally sponsored 10 people, okay, and you're making 40% off those 10 people. Well, in this level 4, you could potentially have thousands of people in that level 4, and you're making 5% off those thousands of people. So as you can see, that's pretty good stuff. Now, if you're an unranked person, you're only making money off of your personally sponsored. If you're a 3-star, you can see how much more money you can make by just paying for the system up front for a year, and you save $30 by doing that. And then, of course, Star Elite and Star Presidential, it goes levels even further, and you can make a lot more money. So that's the matching bonuses. This is huge. This is big money, and this matching bonus is going to be paid out in the very first payout is going to be July 5th. We've already gotten paid already for the and all of you guys that have been in for a month, you've already gotten paid in the power line. You've made $6 without sponsoring anyone. Go to your back office and you'll look at that and you can see that. We've gotten paid with our power line and our fast start bonuses already. And I'll be honest with you, I made a pretty good check, and I know Bart, you made a pretty good check also. So they are paying, and they're paying on time, and I can't wait to start getting my monthly residuals from the matrix. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Bart.
All right. So yes, yeah, that's something we wanted to talk about today. We had a long checklist because we want to make sure people do understand that they are paying. Now the paying is amazing because you don't have to ask for a withdrawal. Your wallet address is in there and they're sending it out to you immediately. I mean, Michael, he was at work and he sent me a text. He goes, I just got paid for my iCoinPro. And I said, really? I said, awesome. So it just showed up. He got an email. He just, had a certain amount of money sent to his Bitcoin wallet.
Hey, Bart, I'm going to interrupt you. Can you, am I sharing my screen still?
Yeah, you need to click on the green box on the left and turn it off.
That better?
Yes, sure is.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So yes, listen, guys. I would say this as well. I know I hate to use this analogy, but a lot of people sort of get this. It's like joining a gym, right? If you join a gym that costs you $10 a month, what are the chances you're going to go because the obligation of the money? Probably, maybe not even go, right? You just, but if you join a gym, it costs you $250 to join and it costs you $50 a month, you're more than likely going to go because you're spending that money. So you want to use that up. It's like why the real successful weight loss programs are like $1,200 a month, right? Because when people spend that money, they're not going to sit there and not do the program, right? If that's what it's going to take you to work your business, pay for the year. Now, besides that, the fact that you're going to make a lot more money along the way, you know, just the sponsoring alone, okay? The sponsoring alone, the difference between $10 and $25 for every single personal sign up, it really starts to add up, right? What do you spend a month? Okay, I would pay for this program if I couldn't even make money on it because I want to do the trading. That's what I want. I want to do the trading, right? So, you know, that's why we know we're going to take this into an offline market. We know we're going to get people that might not even think about building a business, but we're going to want to have this training. And I would make a bet, because I can tell you this has happened last week for me. I have 25 or 26, 25 directs right now. I had 5 people that came in. I have paid for a year and many people paid for 6 months, but I would say half paid for the 1 month. I had like 5 people upgrade to the 1 year as soon as they earned the program for just a few days. They witnessed Paul on the corporate hangout. They witnessed our hangout we did last week, and it became obvious it was time for them to go ahead and upgrade for the 1 year instead of the 6 month, or the monthly. Okay. Listen, there is so much good stuff coming. I know that when we were even talking to Paul, I can tell you on the hangout, I can just tell he wanted to tell us more. Okay. I think that there's things that, okay. If you're not in the corporate Facebook group, you got to get there. He's dropping words of wisdom every day, including marketing tips and stuff like this. The guy is a marketer, okay, believe it or not. Besides, I would say he's practically an expert on altcoins and currency, okay, cryptocurrencies. And the other thing that we're going to get access to, guys, which is another thing I'm super excited about, is ICOs, initial coin offerings, okay, which is like an IPO. And that's when a brand new coin is coming to the market and they go privately and raise money for their project, okay? So you're getting that coin at a super discounted price. And some of these coins, when they've hit the platforms and exchanges, some have jumped. I mean, I don't even want to use the words, but some of them jumped like, you know, 6 times the value in 3 hours, right? The last coin that came out that went private was sold out. What he's saying, I think it was 60 minutes it sold out. So we're going to also learn about that. I think the company is basically going to set up like a newsletter platform, if you want to call it that, or news portal, where we're going to have a lot of notifications. And then he mentioned something else that I thought was very, very interesting. And I've got to end this quickly. Is we all have phones, right? So we all know what apps are, right? So you know what a push notification is. So the company is going to get to the point where we're going to get a push notification. Hey, there's a new ICO out there. You might want to take a look at it. So all of a sudden you're going to have a message on your phone saying, you need to go take a look at this brand new coin, right? We're going to have an opportunity to go ahead and buy it, right? So anyway, guys, it's just going to get better. This company is not going to go anywhere. We are not going to go anywhere. We're going to continue to do these every single week. We're going to try to provide as much value and training and help team. Even people that are not in our teams, it's just the way it works, because what do you do, turn it off? No, we're turning it on. We're big believers in this program. And we want to take you with us. So with that, guys, we literally have to sign off.
One last thing. I know I got 30 seconds, right, Bart?
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, guys, for real, if you guys are struggling, if you guys don't know what iCoinPro is yet, and you're not comfortable talking to people, do me a favor. If you have more, if you have one person and we want to do a 3-way, I'll do a 3-way with you. If you have a group of people, 3, 4, 5 people, maybe 10 people, and you want all of them to hear it at one time, I have a conference call number. We can set something up. It has to be in the evening. We can set something up, and Bart and I can get on that call, and we can just go over for a half hour and kind of go over iCoinPro and explain it real quick. So anyway, we're here for the long run. We're serious about this business, and we really want you to get serious about it. And with this new marketing system that Edward put up.
We could be on for another hour. We got to say goodbye.
All right. See you later. See you later, guys.
Bye.